And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock
I'm right behind you. Don't worry about it. I'm right behind you. We was about.
I was just being patient.
Okay.
The NFL season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
There we go.
Yeah, 1st of September. Yeah, end of September. Yeah, 1st of October.
He's crashing. He's
Okay.
crashing.
Yeah, man, you want to come and check out the spot, though?
Yeah, man.
Fourth-round pick.
Text me that address if
It'll
you
go
ain't
as a
doing
loss of a
nothing.
yard
I'll
on the
pass
game's
and watch
first
the
play. Second
one of the
down.
games with
An
you.
interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. Under a heavy
All right,
rush,
bro.
and down he goes.
Yeah, man.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see
I
an
didn't see
all-out
the
rush
game.
like that,
I wasn't watching
because
it, but
I'm going to use their
I looked
aggressiveness
on my
against them
phone
as
and I
this
seen
game
it
goes
was
on.
up
I'm going to
early.
hit them with a screen soon.
It's over with.
Look like they came better.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
That fucking London, they felt good up in London.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And a completion to Wilson. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an
I
alley.
did not
They give him
pass him.
27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say.
Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Ooh.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been if he'd simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear.
No, that was some bullshit.
Okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft. The pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Rosen. Caught by Wilson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. I think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
From the gun on third down, Jones. Open man is Michael Thomas. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They had a gain of 10 last time. Now a gain of 20 here. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Now a draw play with Drake. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Rosen will throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Lorenzo Carter in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Another try after the first down save. Jones, he gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
91.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
That's it, buddy. We're going to play.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He gets it to Thomas. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you haven't.
Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, Rosen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Lorenzo Carter getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Lutz with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
To throw again on second down. Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 23. So we've come to halftime, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Second and 3 at the 27-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. Space to maneuver at the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ready. 60 or. Watch the screen.
My girl was in love with that. It was good.
Now Jones on first down. This is caught. 23 yards, the final tally.
I really need to leave that fast shit alone.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
You have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really
big man.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown,
you do not own or missing the space.
With touchdown number 8
the specs.
as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Pac-2.
No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing you want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
It took a long time to down a little bit.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run here with Balazs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Cool, dog. Can't even fucking blink.
Counter play, Drake. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Faking the give to Drake. Now Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that
Hey, try to see if your shit work,
on the brink, aren't they?
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
God, that sniper got me there,
26 yards.
What
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into
Well,
Miami territory at the 44-yard line.
Let's see how you have to look at
Pass the 20. He's got Thomas yet again complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I don't know how you gonna find out, but the niggas say they only got like 22 missing, right?
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
Jones to throw again. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Olivier Vernon able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this third quarter.
Oh, that bitch got me.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I don't know what I gotta do.
Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16.
the campaign, huh?
Sheena, you going to Ross before you go to their house? If you go to Ross and then you come back, I'll go, but I'm not going with you to Ross.
Here's Jones operating from the
What is
gun.
going when you
Thomas
try to
has it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
We do not own.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. That's caught by Parker.
I don't know.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
This content cannot be selected at this time.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Lorenzo Carter, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Rosen, Lorenzo Carter in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Rosen. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Jones now throwing again. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And a loose football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Just one play. I can't play right now.
Oh, Ross is by the apartment. I'm thinking you're talking about Ross right here.
Yeah. Jacob. Put that chicken in the toast oven. Got some brand new chicken.
So in Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I can't believe
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I'm thinking you talking about Ross.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Hello, Coach Devil.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like
I bet that was a record
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing Jones.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that bitch
line, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Sheldon Rankins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, offer a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.